3, The Weekly Show Live, episode 2 something. I don't know. I don't even keep track anymore, honestly. Well, I do keep track. I just don't remember because my memory sucks. Little different today. No Ryan. Not even really doing the same show as normal. But did want to bring up a couple of things that we're thinking about, and just we'll still go over a couple of topics at least, but several things. One, there is new footage out of this shooting that most recently happened, and it's actually, I don't think it changes much, my opinion, before I play this clip. It doesn't change my opinion all that much of the final outcome. We'll certainly get into why I think that is. Mostly, if I'm honest, it's because I don't know. The thing that's crazy is the reason I always just found the through line anytime we talk about police brutality videos or any of these like the Renee Good shooting or any of this stuff. The reason my through line, like my standard, was always self-defense is because I don't even believe after a judge and jury has made the decision, I don't even believe in the death penalty at that point. So to watch it happen live without a judge and a jury double irks me, because at that point you didn't even get due process. Now, again, I will always state and stand with anyone that I feel was in a position where they were defending themselves. So with that said, the most recent footage that has come out, to me, doesn't change any of that. At least for me, it doesn't. So I'm going to play the clip here with all that said, now that I've set up the clip. And this is a little bit of footage that was not released before that has since come out.
On January 13th in Minneapolis, showing a man who appears to be Alex Preddy interacting with federal immigration agents 11 days before Border Patrol shot and killed him. Our footage was analyzed by the BBC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy. On the morning on January 13th in Minneapolis, showing a man who appears to be Alex.
So, again, this is 11 days before the shooting. Again, I don't know. First of all, at this point, and maybe without looking into it more, you would think at this point he would have been arrested. So I haven't seen any of that come out. I'm curious, was he arrested? Because this here, again, none of what I'm watching right now to me equals, a death penalty, which is essentially, what ended up being his outcome. It was a close range execution. Let's just be honest. And again, I'll always side with the officer if I feel like, they felt like self-defense was necessary. But at this point, this is 11 days, according to this video, 11 days before the shooting. Was he arrested? This is clearly a violation of probably several laws. So, what happened? What happened here? What is the conclusion of this video? He clearly is going to the ground. I suspect he would have been arrested at this point and then probably set free. This is just a complete speculation, total guess. At which point, what good is that? What has that done for the community, right? I guess what people are playing this and they're pointing to it like, see, he wasn't this super, innocent guy, which I don't think anyone claimed he was. I mean, but with that said, again, does this change anything for you? Like, if you thought originally that his death was not justifiable. Would this video change it for you? Because it certainly doesn't for me. If it does for you, I'd be interested to hear what about it changes for you. For the people who already thought it was justifiable, it's kind of like vindication. Like, see, this is the kind of guy he was. Again, I don't know how I feel about that. You have more respect. Get a Rope has more respect for him. Yeah. Again, it doesn't Get a Rope. It doesn't change anything for me. For me, his death was still, in my view, completely unjustifiable. Um, but this clearly was this. I mean, he had to have been arrested for this. I mean, he's clearly getting taken down in the video. I'm guessing he was released at some point, but I don't know. People are playing this on the right like this is vindication, and I don't see it personally. I don't know what this is supposed to do for me. But it certainly doesn't. It certainly doesn't change where I stand on it. I'd be curious what people think that's supposed to. What part of that is supposed to change my mind? Donald Trump Jr. tweeted it. Just a peaceful legal observer. Yeah. Again, no one's saying he's the most innocent person here, but again, violating a law does not equal death sentence all the time. So for me, again, that video does nothing for me. The This story has come out. The head of the U.S. Cyber Defense Agency, CISA, Madhu Gadamukala, uploaded sensitive contracting documents into public versions of ChatGPT, triggering a DHS security view. Now, the story comes from Politico, and is this guy a Trump pick? I'd be curious. He seems like a complete H-1B hire. I don't know if this guy was a Trump pick. I'm actually kind of curious. Let me see if I can find the original Political article here. Hmm, that's weird. It's like they can't even find his existence on the internet. There's a Politico article about him, but yet nobody on the internet knows who this person is. There we go. Yeah, Trump's acting cyber chief uploaded. The interim director of the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency has triggered an internal cybersecurity warning with uploads. The apparent misstep from Madhu Gadumukala was especially noteworthy because of the acting director of the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency had requested special permission from CISA's office of the Chief of Information Officer to use popular AI tools soon after arriving to the agency. Well, that seems sketchy. None of the files that he plugged into ChatGPT were classified, according to the four officials, but each of whom granted anonymity for fear of retribution. But the material included CISA contracting documents marked for official use only, a government designation for information that is considered sensitive and not for public release. In an emailed statement, CISA's Director of Public Affairs, Marcy McCarthy, said Gadamukala was granted permission to use ChatGPT with DHS controls in place, and that this was a short-term and limited use. McCarthy added that the agency was committed to harnessing AI and other cutting-edge technologies to drive government modernization and deliver on Trump's executive order removing barriers in Americans' leadership to AI. Any material uploaded into the public version of ChatGPT that Gautam Mukala was using is shared with ChatGPT owner OpenAI, meaning it can be used to help answer prompts from other users of the app. OpenAI has said that the app has more than 700 million total users. Yeah, I mean, this is sometimes when we're talking about on the show, there's a little bit of in government. I think everyone chalks everything up to incompetence when really, I think a lot of things in government are done with malice and intent. And I think just chalking it all up to incompetence sometimes actually undersells how bad it is. But in this particular case, given the things that were uploaded, this seems like an actual government incompetence issue to me. First of all, the fact that he uploaded government documents to just normal public internet, um, that seems like something that should be common sense. But also, it appears that he had approval to do so, which is absolutely wild to me. I don't. Yeah, I don't think that was done with malice and intent. Now, I always do tend to think that two people publicly too easily chalk things up to incompetence, but to me, this actually is incompetence. Um, Ilhan Omar, giving a speech today, was apparently attacked and sprayed with a substance, and they actually had to run this. They had to run this, and Hazmat has revealed that in fact the substance that Ilhan Omar was sprayed with was it was apple cider vinegar, I believe. The foul mystery brownish liquid that Ilhan Omar was sprayed with during a chaotic Minnesota town hall meeting uh, appears and is believed to have been apple cider vinegar. I feel like I've been around apple cider vinegar. It would be very easy to determine. A hazmat team confirmed that the syringe that the attacker used was filled with the vinegary substance. The vinegary substance. Minneapolis council member Latricia Vitaw, who ended up being hit by some of the liquid, told the Post that the stench was so bad she vomited. It smelled like vinegar or ammonia. The odor was overwhelming. How these people have never been around apple cider vinegar? Is that is that weird? Is it weird that I know what apple cider vinegar smells like? Like it's not. It's in the house. Like we have it in cupboards. It started out smelling really like apple cider vinegar smelly. Then it started to smell like ammonia, like strong pure ammonia. I was wondering why the smell wasn't going away. I got sick to my stomach. I went outside and threw up because the smell was so strong. Oh my god. Omar was in the middle of slamming Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem calling for ICE to be abolished when the attacker allegedly accosted the lawmaker in front of a packed audience. The attacker was caught on video allegedly spraying the amber-colored liquid over Omar's chest just moments after leaping out of his front row seat and charging towards her. Cops in the room quickly tackled the alleged perp to the ground. Cuffed him as forensic scientists were called in to process the scene. After being hit with the vinegar, Omar was filmed apparently lunging at her alleged attacker with fists raised. I need a napkin, Omar could be. I love that she went after him like she was going to beat his ass. Now, this guy certainly doesn't seem like a super strong tough guy, but I don't suspect Ilhan Omar would have had a shot in hell. It's probably a scary moment, I would imagine. If I'm I don't know if I want to say to give credit, but understandably, if you're giving a speech and someone just lunges up and starts spraying you with stuff, like how quickly it happens, you don't have a ton of time to process what's going on. So, with that said, it was probably a very scary situation for her. Now that it has been revealed, what it was, um, I don't know. It doesn't seem obviously the guy is going to get a lot of trouble for this. But let's be honest, it's a far cry from the bullet that grazed Trump. Let's be honest. Um, we're gonna hope to have Ryan back tomorrow. I knew this was going to be a short episode. However, before we go, the reason it's a short episode is because Rumble is announcing, or I should say, has announced that they are doing their own version of Shorts. Now, this announcement is not new. Um, they announced their own version of Shorts. A, I, it had to have been a year ago if I were to put a number on it. So that's not surprising. However, the news now is that the Rumble Shorts are ready. They are going to be released on internet browser only February 4th. And then they will be available in the app at a later date. I don't remember if they released the exact date, but it's going to be on web browser first. So, this is going to be one of the directions we go forward with in just trying to add more. We're certainly going to be getting into the shorts now. I don't know if it's even possible that somebody doesn't know what this is, but it's very similar to TikTok. It's very similar to YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, right? But in traditional Rumble, um, you know, in their in their own way, which means it's going to be the Rumble way, which means it's going to be free speech, which means you're going to see more than you get to see on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or any of these places. So, this is exciting news. I'm excited to get going forward with it. We're certainly going to start uploading some of these over the next, couple weeks here, and as Shorts becomes officially available, I'd like to do at least one a day. Um, and you can go follow us on Rumble for those. I will not be uploading these shorts to YouTube. I won't be uploading them to TikTok. I won't be putting them on Facebook or Instagram. The only place to see these will be at Rumble. They will be Rumble approved and no one else approved shorts. Rumble approved, big tech rejected shorts. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna try to get Ryan in on the game too, and we're just gonna keep going. 2026 is here. It's underway. We're almost into February already, and Ryan yesterday, over the weekend, I shared with him that the Rumble channel hit 100,000 views, so we were excited about that. And again, I think that's a testament to Rumble. That's not something I want to take credit for. It's not something I want to give Ryan credit for or want Ryan to take credit for. We're kind of doing our thing, but that's a testament to Rumble. That's because Rumble allows a real algorithm to take place. It allows a real competitive market. It allows a place where free speech actually is free. We are not censored by Rumble. We will never be censored by Rumble. I actually believe that. I actually believe them. I've watched over the years now some of the actions they've taken to actually stand by and defend what they say is just actual free speech. They've told actual Rumble wants my phone number. You should give it to him. You should give him your phone number. It's great. Um, Here's the thing: Rumble has gone to foreign governments and literally told them to fuck themselves. You know, what more do you want from a platform that says they're going to defend free speech than to defend it against world governments? I can't ask for more than that. Meanwhile, if you were to just compare, YouTube was taking our videos down for violating, WHO, standards, and I can't, in good faith, and I'll put videos on YouTube as long as YouTube allows us to put videos. But at some point, usually during the elections, they're going to start taking our videos down again. And at some point, I would not be shocked if they just outright ban the channel. And I'm not going to make another channel and try to do all this stuff. I'm not doing any of that. We're going to be on YouTube as long as YouTube allows us to be there. And once we're not allowed to be there, it's going to be full go at Rumble. And I'm never going to self-censor to stay on YouTube. I don't really, quite frankly, care to be on YouTube. It's easy enough to stream to both, so I will. But, the second we're not allowed there, it's no love lost for me. That's fine. You want to push us over into an echo chamber, right? This is what they create. The funny thing is, the people on the left create these echo chambers with their big tech. And then they talk about the echo chambers. And it's like, well, all you have to do is let us be on your air quotes platform. Let me be on the platform, and you don't have to worry about echo chambers. But the problem is you're creating them. So, and what is an echo chamber? It's not what they want you to think it is. Rumble isn't an echo chamber, but it is a place where everyone goes because they know that Rumble has their back. And it's why I will continue to have Rumbles back in any way I can. And I'm excited for them to have their version of TikTok because I know it's going to be better. Not only is it the free speech platform, but I legitimately like things about their app and their website better than I like about YouTube. Now, I'll admit when I first started using Rumble, it was a little rougher. Like Rumble wasn't really on the same par as YouTube in a lot of different ways. I still went there for the free speech, right? It was still the free speech platform, so I still went there. But there were a lot of ways, if I was honest, that the YouTube app was just so much better. And now I don't even think that's the case. Just basic things like if you're on Rumble and you shut your screen off, guess what? You can have a setting where you still hear the audio and you don't have to pay extra for it. Now I do. I am Rumble premium member because I actually like Rumble. I feel like it wasn't even it wasn't even two what is that 2/3 of the comments I make you never read because YouTube censors it. I don't know. I have heard that YouTube I don't know about the censoring your comments. I mean, not that I would doubt it, but um there's like I guess a super big delay and from when people live chat, and I think this is more of a YouTube thing, not a Rumble thing. Maybe it is Rumble too. But through the live chat, like by the time I get it from the time you send it, sometimes it's like a minute delay. So it can be a little off, like trying to go back and forth to the conversation. We'll try our best. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised though if YouTube was censoring your comments. I know for a fact what they're censored our content, so it wouldn't be surprising to me at all. But yeah, full blown. I subscribed to Rumble Premium not because I felt like I needed to subscribe to Rumble Premium for any specific reason other than I just wanted to support them. I just wanted Rumble to have support. I think they're doing me a solid, right? They're doing us a solid, and I'm gonna give them some love back. Um, I really like what they're doing. I do. I'm really pleased with them. I'm glad that they just let it be and let the cards fall where they may. Probably for the best. I type some mean stuff. I some of the stuff that gets through, man. I don't know. It's doesn't hurt my feelings, but some people are a little softer than us. It doesn't bother me. But I assure you, go on Rumble, man. They ain't censoring a fucking thing you put in there. You could hard army. They wouldn't give a fuck. They wouldn't care at all. Does not matter. Um, it's a good place to be. I like being on Rumble, and I really like the support that I feel from them. Um, it's simple. I literally you can just reach out to them. They'll actually you know comment back and respond to you. Good. I mean, I'm sure Mr. Beast can talk to people at YouTube, but I'm telling you, the average content creator on YouTube, there's nobody at YouTube that's going to respond to you. It's not happening. They will not talk to you. They don't care. It doesn't matter. Your shit'll get your shit'll get banned. You can appeal it. They say a human's going to watch it, and then 30 seconds later, you get a message saying that your 40-minute video was taken down and the appeal was, rejected. Like, if you don't want us to be there, that's fine. But I'm certainly not going to change for YouTube. So this train's going to last as long as it lasts. I'm guessing into the midterms, then it's going to get a little hairy. And then it'll be fine again, and then it'll be election season, then it'll be hairy again. But we're always going to be going strong on Rumble. So Rumble, daily show live Monday through Friday, and daily shorts. I think. And by the way, I'm going to put kind of whatever I want to put, but I'm just curious, like if we're doing these shorts, I'm doing them, for everybody else. What would you like to see? Just a quick. Now remember, these are going to be 90-second videos. There's no 2-minute shorts. There's no 10-minute shorts, 5-minute shorts, right? Like TikTok has. Maybe that changes in the future, but for now, they're going to be 90-second videos. What do you want to see? You want to see real quick, sharp political breakdown? You want to see like just random everyday life stuff? I mean, I don't mind. I'm an open book. I'll show people around. Show some love. Show them some of my chickens. My dogs. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm going to do it because I like to. That's to be honest with you. So I appreciate all the love. I appreciate the support. I appreciate Rumble. I appreciate Ryan. I know he's not here today, but the shorts are coming February 4th to the web and later on in the app. I think that's just a pending App Store approvals from what I believe they said. So, those are coming. We'll see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow on another live episode of the weekly show, and we will see you very soon with the shorts. Thanks, everyone. See you around.